been set to steel. So yes, and any profile that you want there.
Another question here. Someone's husband has been caught in a snowstorm. So I'm guessing that's not coming from Australia, this question. Is there any way to record this session?
Yes, I remembered to press record on this one. So we are taping this broadcast, and we will have it stream off of our website. And a link will be put up there later. So they'll be able to see that. I'm guessing that person is probably on the east coast of the U.S. right now, because I understand they're getting quite a bit of snow.
Okay, the next question is, can we see the match plane command one more time?
Sure. What I'll do is another example of that one. I'm just going to zoom up here, and I'm going to break the roof into a couple sections, and then I'll match the plane. So I'm going to grab this roof, right-click, and choose break, and then I'm just going to break it in a couple areas here. One break there, and one break there. And then I'm going to grab this middle section here and just drop it out. Now what I want to do is I want to show it that I want to match the plane of this roof with this one over here. So I'm going to right-click and say match the planes. I select my primary roof surface. I'm just, might be zoomed out here a little far. I need to get a new mouse. Oh, and then I pick on my secondary surface here. And then it'll match the planes in. So pick on one surface and then pick on the other, and it'll match the plane. And I'll just show you that in 3D. And it's just basically created a shed roof over in that area, matching the same plane as the original area.
The next question is, if you're showing the intersection previews on the framing, is there a way that we can display those in plan view?
Oh, yes. Anything that you see in 3D, you can also see in 2D. So if I take a look now, I'm just going to go into my view filter here and hit display none. And then I'm going to just unlock the framing and turn on my wall framing and click OK. So you can see all of your stud wall placement in the wall itself. So yes, anything that you've done in 3D, you can do in 2D. Oh, in a preview. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go back out here into a 3D view here and pick on our framing mode on and pick on the intersection here. In here, can that be done in 2D?
Either way.
Right click. If I right click in here, I can put it as view as 2D. So I can see it in 2D or I can see it as 3D. So whatever way you'd like to. And it's just right in here. And that's true for all of our different dialog boxes as well. Where you're seeing something in 3D, you can also right click in those to see them in a wireframe or any kind of view as well.
Next question is, can I update a single smart view, or do I always have to update all my smart views?
Another good question. No, you can just update a single one. And I'm just going to see if I've got a sheet here that's got two. So here I've got a front elevation and a rear elevation. And I'm going to be updating just my rear elevation. So I'm going to go to my model and turn back on. And I'm just going to put in a door out the back. So I'll just put it into 2D view. Maybe I'll just grab a window at the back here and just put in a series of windows. So the only view I really want to update is that rear view. So I'm just going to go back out to that sheet and tell it that I'm going to insert a smart view and I want to update a smart view. And it allows me to select which one I want to update, and it'll update it accordingly for me as well. Okay, so you have the selection of just picking which one you want to update. You don't have to update all of them.
Next question is, on the PDF import, is there a way, if my PDF is rotated, is there a way to rotate the PDF inside that command?
Let's go back into that one then. I'm going to go back up to File, Import a PDF file, and I'll just go back out and use that one I've got out my desktop. And when you're in here, you can see that you've got angle and it's got a rotate there. So I can pick the angle, so I can actually tell it that I want to go 90 degrees and it'll rotate it for me. So yes, you can rotate a PDF and have it inserted at any angle that you want to rotate it at. Good question.
Next one is also related to PDF. In order to snap to wall corners of a PDF, does it have to be exported by Envisioneer, or could it be something that came from Acrobat Pro or another source?
When you're creating a PDF, there's two different types of PDF. You've got raster and vector. So when you're picking the points and being able to snap to those points, it's because it's a vector PDF file. So to be able to pick those, just make sure that the file that you're importing is a vector PDF and not a raster PDF.
And I think the next question is can I update price from a CSV file? And I'm going to assume that question is in relation to the quote generator. The answer is yes. If you actually go in the quote generator module, and I think it's under the file menu, you can import. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Let's try tools. Tools menu. Sorry.
Yeah.
Try data. Yeah, there we go. There's an import product records from a CSV file. So basically what you can do in a case like this is, for example, say you had pricing maybe from RS Means or from another source that had the format in a CSV file. You could actually import that pricing as long as the SKUs were matching. You would actually be able to import the pricing from a CSV file, or maybe the SKU numbers from a CSV file, and actually keep that inventory updated inside the quote generator product. Actually, the next question, I'm jumping around a little bit, but it's also related to quote generator. So while we're on that topic, is what is the difference between quote generator and quote generator pro? And I'm guessing that question is arising from seeing the quote generator pro module on our website. Basically, what you get is when you buy Envisioneer Construction Suite, you get what we call the quote generator module, and that allows you to do everything that we have shown you here to date. Basically, generate your own quotes, customize your logos and your headers, change your markup, your labor, your taxes. So all the things that basically Chantal has been demonstrated is included with Envisioneer Construction Suite. If you were looking at something like the Quote Generator Pro that is on our website as an additional module, and that's a module that's actually provided to us by a company called Luxwood. The big difference between it is if you wanted to bring in multiple quotes from multiple products. So for example, maybe you had 2020 Design and they generate their own bill of materials. And then maybe you had another product from an estimating product, such as UDA Technologies, for example, and they had an estimate, and then you had a bill of materials from Envisioneer. Using Quote Generator Pro, you could actually bring in multiple quotes from multiple different products and combine them in the same quote. The only other really major difference between the products is that the Quote Generator Pro is a networkable version, and you have either a WAN version or a LAN version. So feature for feature, it's pretty much the same product, but if you want to import quotes from multiple different products and combine them in a single quote, that's when you would want to go to a Quote Generator Pro, and that's primarily going to be used for the lumber yards. Your average designer, builder, remodeler, the quote generator that is included with Construction Suite is going to be